Hi, I'm Ladey from Keep Unfrozen Ministries. I am so thankful. I don't know about you, but every now and then I just realise how thankful I need to be for my life and for the people in it. I know more about God because of the people in my life, for their faith stories, and for what they talk about, how they talk about the Bible and how they talk about Jesus in their lives. I just feel really honoured that I can go to a church which has different speakers. They can be speakers from from the actual community inside the church, so other people just like me who have a bit more understanding about a particular story in the Bible, a verse, a chapter, and can relate it to today's life. What about you? Do you have lots of people in your church that can just make it come alive that little bit more? And then there are times when we have people from outside the church that come in by special invitation. And again, they just make the Bible come alive in different ways. Last week, I heard a verse I had missed. A verse which obviously is in the Bible and has been there since the day one, or day two, or day three, whenever it was put together. And I just thought, I haven't seen this verse before. It was a verse that contained the armour of light. When this happens, I just know that the Spirit of God, the Holy Spirit, just speaks to me in a new way, as though he's tapping me on the shoulder and saying, I want you to look at this, have another look at this, I want you to get some meaning out of this. And for me, it was a verse which contained the armour of light. Now I thought I'd really understood the armour of God. I'd written a chapter of protection in Unfrozen and explained all about the armour of God and got some lovely stories from people about how they use the armour of God. This includes Patricia, who as a nurse puts on her uniform and has the belt of truth going round, but more importantly for her, when she puts her cap on and her hat, that to her is the hat of protection, the helmet of salvation, if you will. And that stays with her. She does her daily routines. Another person I mention is Martha, who puts on her shoes, and it's the shoes of peace. And her friends tell her that she is a very peaceful person. And she often finds herself in times of conflict or between people who are in conflict. And she has become an incredible negotiator and a peace calmer to really get the two parties to speak together in ways they couldn't without her being there. So what verses have suddenly come to you lately? I'm repeating the poem. I've given you the link to a poem about the Bible because yes, we can hear how other people view parts of the Bible and we can pick up tips and different ways of looking at it. But actually it's opening that Bible ourselves and reading it and letting the Holy Spirit interpret it for us. And when I first started reading the Bible, I chose Romans as one of the first books to read, and I just couldn't get it. I could not understand it at all. But bit by bit, it became revealed to me in different ways, and now it's one of the favourites. What's your favourite? What verses suddenly pop out to you, which you've just taken and thought you've understood them, but now they have a deeper meaning? They might be related to something that's going on in your life. Let me know. I'd really, really be interested. So what part of the armour or all of the armour are you putting on today? It's really important to cover yourself completely. And that is why I've been more intrigued about the armour of light. Because when we put God's light in us and on us, it maybe we radiate that little bit more about his way for others to see. He did say he is the light. That was what Jesus said about himself. And if God is the light and we are children of that light, maybe it's time for his light to be reflected from us. Build it inside you by knowing those verses, by understanding those verses, and just let it shine. Lady Adey, keep unfrozen.